Mr. Trump-tastic.
Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm fresh to death, like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. 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 Yeah, I'm fresh to death, like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Trips around the Atlas, had me ballin' like a globe trotter. Double dribble, slam dunk, I'm dripping through the paint, nigga. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm on my MAGA shit. Yeah, I'm fresh to death, like I'm hopping out my casket, bitch. Trips around the Atlas, had me ballin' like a globe trotter. Double dribble, slam dunk, I'm dripping through the paint, nigga. Everything I touch turns to glitter, I'm a lucky charm. Fettuccine Alfredo, mixed it with the Parmesan. EBS coming in, it's ringing like a car alarm. Honey, I shrunk the kids about the size of a peppercorn. USA flag, and I stitched it with the Betsy Ross Baywatch Barbie. Then I hit her with the hats off. Frog man, Oculus, I had to take my glasses off. Sammy Sosa flow, yeah, I had to change color. I'm an acrobat, flip your ass like the Rainbow Bowlers. Captain Planet, Superman, I'm flying through the stratosphere. I can pop your top like a soda or a can of beer. Starter man jacket had me ballin' like the Cavaliers. You can catch Corona, but I'd rather have a Heineken. I had to check my watch, yeah, it's that time again. Stampin' postcards, send them off with the mailman. 50 round clips, dropping shells like Michelangelo. Ninja Turtle flow, dripping blood in your pizza sauce. Yeah, I'm so cold, I'm Santa surfing in a Poconos. Just talk to Jesus and I think I caught the Holy Ghost. George Norris swag, hell yeah, I'm going coast to coast. 3 strikes you out like Adidas with the shell toes. Bullets sound like fireworks, chopper rip like Velcro. 7 for the half, but I got it for the elbow. Red wave turning off the water like the hurricane. I used to sell Grammys, now I'm stinging with the Novocaine. AMC stock had me going
yes.
While I'm going on a date, bitch. Mar-a-Lago red.
Mar-a-Lago red. Let's get it, Mar-a-Lago red.
Like the Taliban scary.
Let's get it, Mar-a-Lago red. What's up? We back in it again. Yeah, y'all see the title, man. Yeah, I think we shared and liked the video enough, man. I shared it on Facebook. I shared it on X. Yeah, just share it like the video. Make sure you sub up to the channel. This the call-in show too. I hope y'all can hear me loud and clear. Sound check 1 2. Sound check 1 2. Let's go. Live streaming, live direct from the basement. We in the basement today, family. Yeah. Speaking of basement, did Joe Biden run his whole campaign from the basement? What is the basement? The basement is the graveyard. Yeah. Skin mask confirmed, man. Skin mask. We about to pull up the video because, man, we've been pulling up these videos 4, 5, 6. We just rewind the tape because it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? It's entertaining, and it's just now coming out. I told y'all the Epstein's files is like a atomic bomb to certain people, and allegedly 1 out of every 3 individuals in the United States has Jeffrey Epstein's DNA and sperm inside of them. And what did I tell y'all about that? What did I tell y'all? He was on that type of time, y'all. Brody was on that type of time where, guess what? He was injecting his sperm and feces into mRNA. You know what? Yes, he was. And Bill Gates. Bill Gates is pissing in the jab. Shit. Y'all motherfuckers went out there. I ain't giving no medical advice, but shit, that's astronomical right there. That's enormous right there, family. Motherfucker told me that shit right there. Yeah, I'm talking about checking out this hoe. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because now, like I said, Jeffrey Epstein, his father Abraham, they believe in that. See, their life is their religion. They do the rituals for real. See, when you go to church, you break the cracker and drink the grape juice. They break the spinal cord and drink the blood. Okay, big difference. That's why their rituals work. That's why they God bow, come into the flesh. Real. That's why they God bow, come into the flesh. and do thy will like Aleister Crowley. Family. Yeah, Jasmine Crockett, man. The voters is crashing out. Kristi Noem, she crashed out. Is she being replaced? Or did she get fired? Some people say I think Trump got something else for her. Now let's pull this up, man, because Kristi Noem, she's hot. I think Trump, because Trump, he like big titties. He's a big tit man. He's a tit guy. He don't like ass. He don't like ass. He likes tits. That's how I know he ain't fucking with no small ass girl. People who fuck with small ass girls fuck with females that got A cups and you know, I ain't trying to demonize A cups, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying a lot of dudes like little bodies, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes like little bodies. Jeffrey Epstein, he like little bodies. So very sick individual. Okay, very sick individual. We gonna show that skin mask. We told you. I don't know why people didn't believe us. So you mean to tell me people out there actually didn't believe us until Jeffrey Epstein had to come out and tell us? So a pedo, see the pedo gotta see. It's always the evil people that gotta tell the truth. It can't be nobody righteous. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know if Jesus Christ come back, this motherfucker getting the fuck out of here. Y'all will crucify him again. Jesus Christ ain't coming back. Because what did y'all do? Y'all waited on Jeffrey Epstein. Y'all waited on the files to get confirmation. So that just lets you know what kind of sickos we dealing with in America. So don't think Christ coming back. Because you had to get the Jeffrey Epstein to confirm it. Why didn't Christ confirm it? Why didn't you know like everybody else knew? See, we're the anointed ones. We're the saints in Revelations. We get to go to heaven. The ones that motherfucker understood this knowledge, we get to go to heaven. Johnny come lately got to go to hell, family. That's why they kicking and screaming now, because they hypocrites. And once you're a hypocrite, you got to fall. You can do two things. You can either repent or just fall off the cliff. Okay, you either do two things. So a lot of people chose to fall off the cliff. So really, I ain't got time to be rewinding the tape for these fucks. Now the thing is, listen here, you son of a bitch. Guess who's in trouble again? The the Justice Department has said it will release nearly 50 bandolinis, documents related to the case of the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of people did business with this freakazoid after he caught the sex charges. These people love poop and feces, yo. You don't understand. They eat on human flesh. These motherfuckers thrive off human flesh. They into vandalism, vampirism, sacrificing the son. This is what I told y'all. When they sacrifice the son, they think you're okay with it because you believe in the Father sacrificing the son. That's their gateway to heaven. To their heaven. Their heaven is hell. But the thing is, it's called trading places. So your hell is their heaven. So you bust your ass every fucking day to go to work. You feel like hell when you get off. Your back hurt. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got to go overseas and, fight these wars and shit. You going through hell. But guess what? Your pain and suffering is somebody else's heaven. On God, that's their religion called capitalism. There ain't nothing you could do about it because you decided to be in a sunken place. You decided not to have enough mental wherewithal to escape the matrix. So you must reincarnate. See, there is stories about reincarnation, and yes, it is true. and they tell the story of Christ on how to reincarnate. But you can either reincarnate through Christ, or you can reincarnate through the Antichrist. And guess what? They both giving out the mark. They got one thing in common. They both giving out the mark. The mark of the beast is the cell phone, the Qubala, the TV, the cube of Allah. Okay. Even if you take a picture of a flat cross and you box it up, you get a cube. You can't escape this damn cube. So you can't escape the three Abrahamic faiths. Okay. Because now they about to do a big merger between Christianity and Islam. This is the whole point of bombing Iraq or Iran. All these religions about to merge together. You about to have a one world religion through Zionism. I ain't gonna say it's bad or good. It's just how you deal with it. You might think it's bad because you're not balanced. You can't balance it. You can't balance the knowledge of good and evil. So guess what? You go point the finger because guess what? You're not diverse enough to escape the matrix. You can't have a certain mindset about this new world you living in because the old world does not exist anymore. You see people kicking and screaming trying to hold on to that old world. It's not there anymore, buddy. It's not there anymore. Give it up. I try to tell y'all, the world go past a lot of y'all by. Okay? The world is going to pass a lot of y'all by. Jasmine Crockett, her voter base is crashing out, family. Willie D, the old fucking rapper of the Ghetto Boys, he's crashing out. Okay? And it's because she wants to stick up for immigrants. She never wanted. See, the Democrats, they have nothing on the table for black people at all. Nothing. They don't even got reparations on the table. They don't even have They don't even have reparations on the table, fam. And that's the first thing I could think of if I wanted black votes. I would do the reparation shit. But guess what? They not even pulling that up because guess where your reparations is going, black man of America? Yes, your reparation is going towards Jorge out this bitch. Your reparation is going towards Susan out this motherfucker. Okay? That's where it's going. And when a lot of you motherfuckers get out of jail, your neighborhood's not gonna look the same, fam. I told y'all that a long time ago. It's called Trading Places. And some uppity whites that have a lot of money, they rather have immigrants around anyway instead of you disgruntled ass Negroes. I'll be honest with you. Some of them don't mind it. Matter of fact, there's a lot of Trump supporters. Not a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but there's some out there mad at Trump because Jorge wasn't building them goddamn houses for 5 cents an hour out this bitch. It wasn't no fucking slavery because they know no Negro ain't gonna do no fucking work for no fucking pennies on the dollar out this bitch. You can't trick an American Negro like you might can trick them a little bit, but not like that. Because guess what? We know we can't pay bills with that shit. But Jorge, he gonna work double time. And that's what they say. These immigrants come over here and work triple fucking time. Yeah. But look what you paying them. But guess what? They work all day and some of them end up bypassing just regular people that been staying in America all their lives. Because guess what? They put in double time. Jorge put in double time. But Jorge get paid under the table. He get paid under the table. Now let's get into Kristi Noem. God damn. I know Trump. He's seen the eyes. I think it was the eyes, man. I think it was the eyes. It might have been the silhouette. You gotta think, Trump. He's a man. He's a man's man, and he still get horny. Okay. He still get horny. I think it was the eyes that got her. It's like, man, shit, I'll give her a few months to do, you know what I'm saying? See what she got. and she fucking around and said, I think she said something stupid. Yeah, I think she said something stupid. I think she lied. She might have lied on Trump. We gotta pull that up. Yeah, I think she might have lied on Brody. You know what I'm saying? So look, let's get into the video.
HS changed under Kristi Noem's leadership, and it didn't take long for her to receive a lot of heat from critics once she did take that position.
Indeed, Kira. And there was a key.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips. We're coming on the air because President Trump has just announced that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem is out of a job. This follows reports that the president was frustrated by her recent testimony on Capitol Hill. Noem under fire from both parties over her job performance and her handling of the.
Look at them goddamn lips. Look at them goddamn lips. And you know what? I know she can suck. I know she can get some mean hooky. I know she can. You know what? I bet Pete Setterjeff. Shouts out to Pete Setterjeff. I can't even pronounce his last. Sometimes I can pronounce it. Sometimes I can't. It depends on what day it is. Pete Hedeseth. I bet he was knocking this shit down. I bet he was tearing this motherfucker up. Because you know I like to get that shit. I'd have peeled that motherfucker from the back. From the back, boy. Shouts out to my people out there. You know what I'm saying? That still got testosterone. Because they say some of y'all motherfuckers losing y'all testosterone. Sometimes some motherfuckers, y'all look at a woman and just freeze the fuck up, like y'all scared to talk to women and shit. That's y'all losing y'all testosterone. I think it's because of the phone. You know, I think it's because of electronics. Let me be honest with you. Motherfucker sleep around his phone, always got his phone in his pocket. That shit frying your balls. Shit frying a female's eggs. She all dried up and shit. The thing is, guess what? Who knows? You can have your phone next to you so many times throughout the years, you start going a fucking beard. Who fucking knows? But you talking about Kristi Noem? She's a 10, fam. She about 9. I give her a 9, 10. But she ain't got. I don't think she got a. I don't think she got a bottom half. I think she's just like slim, like all American white girl. You know what I'm saying? But she did what she could, but she dropped the ball. So another one bites the dust. So let's get into the video. Comment section is open. I always invite y'all to the show, but y'all be scared. Y'all be hella scared. Let's get into the video.
Immigration crackdown, and that includes her response to the deadly shooting by federal agents of 2 American citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy. Just moments ago, the president saying he's naming Oklahoma Senator Markwayne Mullin to become the next Secretary of Homeland Security. Let's get straight to our chief White House correspondent, Mary Bruce. Mary, what do we know?
Well, Kira, the president just announcing this in a social media post that Markwayne Mullin is going to become the new Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security as of the end of this month. And the president, who, as we know, had grown increasingly frustrated with Secretary Noem this following several days of her testimony up on the Hill, the president posting the current secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has had numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to be special envoy for the Shield of the Americas, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. It also comes, of course, as you note, that she received a lot of backlash after her response to the killings of 2 American citizens, Renee Good and Alex Preddy in Minneapolis. She, of course, was very quick to come out and label them domestic terrorists. She said that Preddy was brandishing a gun.
Okay, so it's the way she responded to it. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie. I said it myself. It was kind of it was harsh the way she came out. Because the thing is, sometimes when you a public figure, you gotta be kind of like you kind of gotta be gentle to both sides, even though they might hate your guts. You know, you get what I'm saying? I think she went too overboard with what she said, like called them domestic. I think we all know that, you know, we all know, but some things must be hidden. That's what I talk. That's what I said. Didn't I tell y'all about the political party, the know nothings? We went over that whole. We talked about that for 20 minutes last night about the know nothings. Sometimes you gotta act like you know nothing for real. And some people might say, "Oh man, you keeping secrets, you hiding." No, motherfuckers just ain't ready for it. And if you told people what was really going on, they wouldn't believe you anyway. Just like people walking around here with Jeffrey Epstein DNA in them. People walking around with Jeffrey Epstein DNA, allegedly. Yeah. But that crime is so fucking heinous, it's not gonna register. You see, it's that crime is so fucking heinous. It'll go one ear and out the other. You just been shot. You see what I'm saying? But they'll hear that. There's things. See, I told these fucking Democrats and these fucking libtards. I said there's things in the files that's worse than pedo stuff. We talking about fucking Scientology, genetics, Dr. Kevorkian type shit. This is their religion. And guess who they practice it on? Who do the saints practice? Would they say, "Oh man, I'm practicing religion"? Who are they practicing it on? They practice it on you. They're practicing on you. They're praying on you. Silly. But you think it was something else. You think it was something totally different, man. Politics and religion go hand to hand. This guy, he has the chip in his fucking head. The mark of the beast. And we've seen people get on their knees for this dude. The cult of Elon. But he bear the mark of the beast. Mm-hmm. He bear the mark of the beast. And yes, allegedly, well, I ain't even gonna say allegedly, he's poisoning people in Memphis, Tennessee. With his AI data center. He's poisoning people in Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, right now. Motherfuckers kids down there so they can't breathe and all that shit. I pulled that shit up, motherfuckers didn't say shit. Everybody else comment, like all my other shit. I made that post over. That shit was bone fucking dry. I said, "You fucking hypocrites. Goddamn hypocrites. You're not gonna say nothing about that. You're not gonna denounce this son of a bitch." And he said he ain't hiring none of the motherfuckers that's in that neighborhood to his fucking plant. Okay. Let's see what 45 and 47, because it seemed like Kristi Noem has the curse of 45 and 47. Jasmine Crockett has the curse of 45 and 47. And Joe Biden was number 46, okay? Make sure you share and like the video. And if you want to comment on something, if you want to comment on the war in Iran, let us know. If your ass is overseas, good luck. I told you, if you overseas right now, you probably hate America. Ain't nobody just overseas floating around and shit. That means your ass wasn't paying attention to all these motherfuckers got something to say about what's going on in America, but your ass is overseas, don't know what the fuck going on. You in Mexico trying to live it up, spring breaking shit. You got the cartels just got bombed. You over there don't know shit, flying out on cheap ass Spirit airplane. your black ass. It's a lot of black. I ain't gonna say heavily black, but there's a lot of black people caught overseas right now. I told y'all it's a lot of black people caught overseas, man. You got a few whites, but there's a lot of blacks that don't fucking pay attention, man. Okay, I'm just calling it what it is, man. You got you got black folks stranded in Dubai. You know, black folks let it go to Dubai. They like to get that BBL in Mexico. So, shouts out to my black people out there, but golly, man. Golly. And the thing is, y'all want to crash out. A lot of people want to crash out. I ain't trying to say it's a race thing, but black women love to go get them BBLs and shit. Matter of fact, rest in peace to one of my classmates. She went down to Mexico and got one of them box BBLs, and her and her friends died. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Just, you know what I'm saying? It's vanity, you know what I'm saying? Just vanity and shit. But the thing is, if they knew how cruel and heinous these people were, they wouldn't have went down there. If they would have listened to me, they would have went down there, y'all. Let's get into it.
Done.
Hold on. Let's read what 45 and 47 had to say. So I am pleased to announce that the highly respected United States Senator from the great states of Oklahoma, Mark Wayne Mullen, will become the United States Secretary of Homeland Security effective March 31st. The current Secretary, Kristi Noem, who has served us well and has numerous and spectacular results, especially on the border, will be moving to by special envoy for the Shield of the Americans, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere. We are announcing on Saturday in Doral, Florida. I thank Kristi for her service at Homeland. So she just getting replaced. She didn't get fired. If she would have got fired, Trump would have said, yo ass. He would have said something meaner to that. You already know that. This is just a nice way of saying you wasn't doing enough. Basically, well, we go have you do something else because you know a little bit about everything. So that's all that is. That's no big deal. Hopefully, this new guy can step up and cause hell. Okay.
It created quite a controversy for the administration. Then, of course, the president moved in Tom Homan, his border czar, to take over the situation in Minneapolis. But Kira, the big picture here, it is important to remember that this is now the first major firing that we have seen in the president's second term.
This motherfucker weird, too. He looked like jihad. He don't look like a jihadist to you? For real, he don't look like Allah Akbar out this bitch. Allah Akbar. This is your boy Petty. Some say he was a Jewish man. Some say he was ISIS. I don't know, but yeah, he don't look right, fam. They look weird. We're about to get into some weird characters too. We're about to get into some very weird characters. I don't know if y'all seen that weird looking white dude that broke into the Capitol building in his Marine uniform, but he was caught waving an Iranian flag, family. And I heard they broke his arm too. I heard they just snapped his arm off too. I heard they broke his wrist. Like, boy, I know the prisons, man. The prisons. If for real, if you was in stocks and bonds and shit, invest in prisons right now. Prisons gonna be so full. It's gonna be full of liberals too, man. Not bad liberals. Good people. Good people might have said something on the internet they weren't supposed to say, and they got to knock on the door for threatening the president. I'm saying they got everything tracked, man. All this internet stuff is based off your feelings and emotions, and once you pour it out and threaten somebody, it becomes a federal charge. It's going against America, family, and these people don't even know it. They don't know it. Martial law is coming, and they don't even fucking know it. Who else thinks martial law? I told, man, I done said this in music. I done put this in lyrics from 3, 4, 5 years ago. What we say? Martial law coming, and they don't even understand it. How many times have I said that? Everything has manifested. Everything has manifested. Let's get into it.
To fire Kristi Noem, move her away from being the DHS secretary to this new post at the end of this month. Unlike in his first term, where there was quite a bit of turnover in the cabinet, she is now the first cabinet secretary to be let go by President Trump.
Let's bring in our Chief Justice correspondent, Pierre Thomas. Pierre, as we get this news now, let's just talk about how DHS changed under Kristi Noem's leadership. And it didn't take long for her to receive a lot of heat from critics once she did take that position.
Indeed, Kira. And there was a key moment this week at that Senate hearing. This over $200 million ad campaign came up, and Senator Kennedy, a Republican, was pressing her on why was the funding as high as it was. He expressed deep concern that it was too much money, and he asked the secretary about it, and she claimed that the president was engaged in this. Now, we just saw from our own reporting from Rachel Scott and others that the president is now claiming that that is not true. And again, this ad campaign stars Kristi Noem, and basically the messages to undocumented people: leave now or be deported. And again, $200 million. And you could see these ads during football games, during the NFL, college football playoffs, the NBA, all types of major ad buys for this particular campaign. And that appears to have played a key role. To your first question, the bottom line is, under Kristi Noem, there were some positives for the administration in terms of the border being shut down, but the way that the internal campaign to remove people from this country was executed is apparently played a big role in this as well. As Mary said, Tom Homan taking over after the situation in Minneapolis spiraled out of control.
And let's take it straight now to senior political correspondent Rachel Scott. I know you're en route to the Hill. You've been talking to your sources, Rachel. What's the word from lawmakers after Pierre just mentioned, of course, the testimony where apparently the president was not happy with how the former secretary performed during testimony?
Yeah, well, Kira, I'm told by multiple sources that President Trump was on the phone calling Republicans, calling allies, asking whether or not he should fire Secretary Kristi Noem. He was pointing out that he was clearly unhappy with that answer that she gave Senator Kennedy during these heated briefings and hearings on Capitol Hill just yesterday. I'm also told that there has been a lot of frustration with how Noem has handled several instances, not just this particular one on the Hill testifying before Congress, but also just a few days ago, it was her decision, along with one of her top advisors, Corey Lewandowski, to ultimately pause and put a hold on TSA PreCheck due to the government shutdown. I'm told by multiple sources that then White House officials had to intervene then to correct that. So this is coming after a lot of frustration, not only from President Trump, but also top members of his administration expressing concern about some of her actions, and ultimately the president making this decision today to now get Kristi Noem out and completely replace her, Kira.
And I want Rachel. let's talk more about the senator from Oklahoma, Markwayne Mullin, who now will replace former Secretary Kristi Noem there overseeing DHS. What more do we know about him, and your thoughts on why you think the president made this choice?
In these final hours leading up to this decision, Kira, I'm told that I was told that President Trump was working the phone, speaking to Republicans on Capitol Hill. And this is something that the president does, right? He likes to get on the phone with Republicans and allies, and he asks them questions. So one of the things he was asking them is, who exactly do they think should serve in this role? Clearly, the president is concerned about one thing, a confirmation battle ahead. Senator Markwayne Mullin is respected up on Capitol Hill by Republican allies. He's someone that many Republicans, including top administration officials, believe could ultimately get through a Senate confirmation battle. Obviously, Republicans do have majority in the Senate right now. On top of that, Senator Mullin is also a firebrand. He is known for having some of these explosive exchanges, even on hearings on Capitol Hill. He is a fierce defender of the president as well. And top administration officials do believe he's someone that will be able to work more closely with the administration and more in line with the administration as compared to some of these recent incidents with Secretary Noem.
Rachel, thank you. I want to bring in our chief investigative correspondent, Aaron Katursky now. Aaron, you've been covering the Department of Homeland Security, the fight for funding, the outcry that it wasn't getting enough resources to do the missions that Secretary Kristi Noem wanted to execute. Your thoughts?
Kristi Noem's stewardship of the Department of Homeland Security, particularly the handling of the immigration uproar in Minneapolis, cost the Department of Homeland Security its funding, Kira. There have also been complaints by lawmakers in certain states over the way FEMA has operated and questions about readiness for natural disasters. Remember, the Department of Homeland Security has grown into this behemoth agency, but at its core, is its title. It is meant to protect the American homeland. It was born after the September 11th attacks, and it appeared many critics of Kristi Noem had felt that she had become a distraction in that mission, Kira.
A distraction, and she was really, crucified by lawmakers when she made comments about domestic terrorists during that whole incident in Minneapolis when the immigration agents moved in, and the death of those two advocates in Minneapolis. Just remind our viewers, Aaron, about that and how the talk really didn't stop once she made that comment, and she was questioned on it from the moment she made it all the way to testimony there on the Hill this week.
And lawmakers grilled her over her immediate characterization of the two, Renee Good and Alex Petty, who were shot as domestic terrorists, and there was no real investigation that has ever been made public anyway about how these shootings occurred, so much so that lawmakers pulled funding for the Department of Homeland Security until ICE can reshape its mission. The department is effectively shut down, and it comes at a time.
What the hell is that on her neck, man? You see that? She got a skin mask too. Y'all see that? Whoa. How old is Kristi Noem? Cause her neck shouldn't be sagging like that. Hold the fuck on. Maybe she was replaced. Cause that looked like a skin smash. Oh. She 54 years old. No, we'll show her some grace. We'll show her some grace with the turkey neck. She still look good though. No, you see that? That don't look something wrong, bro. She might have got replaced, bro. She might have got replaced, man. That look like a whole fucking look at that. That don't look like no mask to you. Look at her hands. You can see right through her hands. You can see right through her hands. What y'all think? So I think that. Meanwhile, look at this dude. Look at this dude, because he looked like he got a mask on too. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up, family. Because this is the dude. Don't he look like he got a mask on? This is the guy that ran up in that building, that Congress building. This dude right here. And he looked like the damn mask. He looked like the damn mask, y'all. I told you. Look at the back of his motherfucking noggin. Ugh, man. Motherfucker look weird, dude. Ugh. You got a bump right here, too. You got a bump. He got a bump right here. And he got a bump right here. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. Ugh. Yeah. What the fuck wrong with him, man? I told you, there's some weirdos out here.
Hey, I'm going through mental trauma. I'm not trying to broadcast this for sympathy. I know there's plenty of other people. I would rather keep this to myself and just try to move forward. I do wear my feelings on my shoulders or a heart on my sleeve. But since I know many other people are probably struggling with mental trauma from whatever reason.
Yeah, because he been up in that damn military and shit. He got a military brain. That means you could just snap at him. I was locked up with this one dude, this military. His name was Brett. I forgot his last name. His shit was on national news too. He was locked up in the county with me. I was in there on a small weed charge or some shit like that. Man, he was in back max. I'm like, this motherfucker weird too, but he ended up getting found guilty. He killed his own family, and he killed the dog. He killed the dog too. Look how long this motherfucker head is. He got it. You see? What's the difference? What if he's an alien? What if they just coming out showing you, the aliens work with our military. They work indirectly with our military, and he looked like one of them. The aliens are here. Okay? We call them elongate. You see the elongated skulls? You see the elongated heads? Okay? The coat of Elion.
And me specifically from the Gaza genocide and my military experience and participating in atrocities at the bidding of the American government and the American military, and now coming to terms with now all the noise stopping.
Let's rewind it back because he already talking out the side of his neck.
I do wear my.
The thing is, he said he don't want to be a part of no monstrosities. Okay, now you got an oath to take up the Constitution, but guess what? There's no such thing as a Constitution because America is a corporation. A corporation ain't got no Constitution because you are the corpse. You are what I like to call the man of sin. Okay? And guess what? They talk a whole different language. They talk what I like to call court language, or what they call habeas corpus. Corpus Christi, Texas. Corpus Christi is Christ. And guess what? He is the omen. Everything is revolved around Christ-like technology. Oh, I can make a blind man see. Yeah, with his technology, he sure can. Is he the fucking Antichrist or not? Because he do the same miracles Jesus Christ could do. Okay. What's the difference? Somebody tell me the difference between Eli and Jesus Christ. Somebody tell me right now. Because Eli, he know how to resurrect too. Eli is an old Egyptian deity called El. Okay. An old Egyptian deity called El. Let's pull up who El is because y'all need to know. Do I got a picture of El? I thought I had a picture of El, but El, he goes by many names. El Shaddai, El Yahweh. El is just a personification of all these different gods just balled up in one. That's all it is. The concept of the Masonic beehive. Here go El Saturn eating his damn son, sacrificing his son. I thought I had a picture of El. But yeah, this is Jesus Christ AI technology, and Elon Musk personifies his deity. Okay. And guess what? Y'all in trouble. This is the new city of New Haven, and it's all based off Zionism, or what they call Zoroism. And guess what? There was a ranch called Zorro Ranch. Do y'all remember Zorro Ranch? The Zorro Ranch is a location, I believe it's in New Mexico, where Jeffrey Epstein was impregnating all kind of women, okay? Because they still worship the womb, okay? They worship because they know that's the gateway and the physical female apparatus gateway in and out, but that's the ram head or who they call Ramses. That's the female apparatus. They still worship the ram or the female bull. Okay, that's their god right here, Moloch. But Moloch is the spook god to keep you away from the true knowledge. Okay, the esoteric. Because this female apparatus right here is a gateway. It's how you come in and out the earth realm through the female uterus, or what they call the yoni, the female yoni, the yoni verse. Okay, that is the obelisk as well. The obelisk, the womb of life. That's the cross as well. But you know what? They said this new guy in Texas that won. Over Jasmine Crockett. Guess what they saying? They're saying that he believes that God is androgynous. And I told y'all about that. Her story to his story. I told you the reason why he said that is because all these damn gods, all these male gods, they got female characteristics. They birth like Christ. He's a fertility god. Like, you know what I'm saying? Zeus, all these male god. That's why he said it. But I was watching one guy earlier this morning. He said, "Oh man, that's a demonic way of looking at it." He said he didn't know what to think, but the thing is, he only know he ain't opened up his pineal gland, because that's what they used to teach God. God was androgynous until it was the female at first, and then they gave it to the male, the patriarch versus the matriarch versus the patriarch. But her story to his story, because they wrote the female goddess, demonized her, blamed her for eating a fucking apple and all that shit. But it was originally Mother Earth goddess. Okay, his story to her story to his story. And what did I tell y'all? Who's the hiss? The hiss is the snake. Man in the flesh is the serpent team, or the serpent on the cross. Okay, which is Jesus is the serpent on the cross. because he's giving you the knowledge of God, the knowledge of good and evil. But they don't teach that in New Age. They don't teach that in New Age church. This is why y'all got fooled by Erica Kirkin family and Candace Owens and shit. You notice all these religious figures that were on the right wing diaspora, they end up tricking y'all, lying to y'all, and all that. And that's by design. Okay, that's just keep you asleep because they use the scapegoat. They use this scapegoat called Christ. Okay, when he opened up his damn arms, that means everybody's coming in. He's offering. He's giving you an offering. Even Jeffrey Epstein could get into heaven through Christ because he said he made the same sacrifice with on that damn island. Okay, he made the same sacrifice. Some people say, "Oh, well, I forgive Jeffrey Epstein of his crimes." That's a good way to skip universal karma. I'll tell you that much. You can't skip universal karma just by calling on Christ. Christ said that too. But everybody that calls on his name should not enter into the kingdom of fucking heaven out this bitch. You go be knocking on the doors. They said people would be knocking on the gates of heaven. Who is the gates of heaven in this new world of Zoroism or Zionism? Elongate. Whatever is playing out in the heavens is actually playing out on earth, but y'all not tapped in like that, okay? Y'all just not tapped in like that. We've been speaking on this same shit for years, man. We've been talking about this stuff for years. And now it's becoming a normal conversation at this point, okay? Becoming a normal conversation. Now let's get into this weird son of a bitch, because I think he got a damn skin mask on. Okay, I think this motherfucker might be Iranian. I think this motherfucker might be anybody. Okay, I think he might be anybody, family. Real talk.
On my shoulders or a heart on my sleeve, but since I know many other people are probably struggling with mental trauma from whatever reason, and me specifically from the Gaza genocide and my military experience and participating in atrocities at the bidding of the American government and the American military, and now coming to terms with now all the noise stopping, slowing down, and my having children and seeing and now remembering what I've done. It just haunts me. And so I'm just here trying to help for educational purpose. Anybody else who might have this problem. For years and years, I just thought PTSD was an enigmatic problem. I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know if I had it or not. They said people who were veterans would have it. And I was like, I don't know if I have it. What is it? I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't think I'm depressed. Am I depressed? And through lots of self-searching and therapy and, trying to deal with and figure out what my life is, bad marital relationship, bad relationships past that, just my own personal issues.
You see his brain start stuttering.
Terms and understand, and the genocide.
His brain starts skipping. He ain't got it all up there.
Palestine was the victim all along, and that Israel was the lying, deceitful perpetrator of false flag events to continue legitimizing, justifying their horrible track record of military occupation and torture of the Palestinians, and deliberately trying to fool the American public so they can keep their funding coming from America and milk us dry for all of our money. And Netanyahu himself has said he wants to, suck us dry and partition us and sell us off to the world. So just know that that's what Netanyahu's plan is, and he's in America again talking to Trump. The Epstein files are legit. I don't know if you're paying attention to them, but anyway, I'm going through self-trauma, and it's surfacing as depression. I'm isolating myself. I don't want to talk to anybody. My relationships are falling in on themselves, and I don't have the energy to just like facilitate repair of those relationships right away. There's pressing issues I have to deal with, and my relationships are a part of that. And I don't know how to navigate those things, and so that makes this life more and more difficult. And so yeah, it's a downward spiral. Thankfully, I have a wonderful support group that has fortified my heart and my spirit. I have 4 young children that I will not forsake or leave, and not set the example of suicide. I learned that when you commit suicide, your children are like 50% more likely, or a very high percent chance likely, to do it themselves, because you've shown them that's a option. So, and then of course they probably are sad that you did that, and have a lot of
Wow, this motherfucker is
reasons for it, or
crazy.
they had anything to do with it. I have some friends that have committed suicide, and I still think that I think to all the negative, relations we had, and I wonder if that had anything to do with it. But anyway, this is just this is just me venting my sadness, and that seems to have helped me in the past with just getting over my problems, processing my internal trauma and my internal issues. I'm beyond the point of caring about my reputation or ego anymore. I
Damn.
put that aside when I really took a stand for Palestine and genocide, and I don't care about that. I'm just trying to follow my heart, that I truly believe there's a.
This motherfucker's a nutso. The thing is, Iran has a new leader. It seems like every time Donald Trump kills one of them, another head pops up. So I guess it's his son. Iran's new Alatoya. I guess the Alatoya is like the Pope. It's called for the shedding of Zionist blood, the shedding of Trump's blood. Bro, they calling for the shedding of Trump's blood, family. Bro. Let's pull this up. He's calling for the shedding of Trump's blood, y'all. This is him. Trump about to blow his ass up too. Like, why y'all keep on, like, who are these motherfuckers? And the thing is, I think they AI. I think you can't kill these motherfuckers. I think that's the fucking trick, because the thing is, how many motherfuckers, because you can produce an Alatoya anytime you want to. You can plug these motherfuckers in the mic. As soon as you blow one up, another one come. I know Trump's like, damn, what the fuck? Who keeps on popping? Who's all these motherfucking Alatoyas? Because it seems like these motherfuckers just died at a fast rate. Like, you would think these motherfuckers would have went extinct by now. Especially the people in Gaza and shit. Like, how many times you gonna blow somebody up and they come back, they reincarnate? So, you see what I'm saying? That's what I said. I said these evil people, they got the power to reincarnate. They could die and come back to Earth. They just can't go to heaven. They could die and come back to Earth. That's the whole story of what the Zionism, Christ coming back to Earth to establish his kingdom on Earth, not in heaven, on Earth. And I think this is what they mastered. They heaven on Earth, because they believe in 32 versions, but what if that's not pedo-like, references to their religion? What if it's 32 virgins of them, and they only got 32. So when you blow one up, here come another one, but they only got 32. What they said, 72, 32, something like that. Who is this motherfucker? And look at his arms. His arms don't even look like real arms. This has got to be motherfucker. And you know what? We all know who behind this shit. I told you who's behind this shit. He don't even look like he got real arms. Come on, whose arms is start from right there? This AI, look how big his index finger is. Come on, man. Look how big his index finger is, fam. Iranian toy calls for. Come on. Come on. This ain't real. This ain't a real person, fam. It's not real, man. It's AI, bro. You gotta think he's not even moving. He's not even moving his. He's not even moving his damn. Look, he moved it right there. He moved his hands right. But look, how the fuck did that just change? How the fuck did that just change like that, buddy? People ain't fooling me, y'all. These people ain't fooling me, but he called for bloodshed. This is their jihad. Florida nurse urges China, UK to attack. It's a Florida, man. Look, man, people are bugging out. A Florida nurse gives up license after saying he won't perform anesthesia on MAGA patients. He said he not giving it. He said, man, golly, dude, this gotta be a pure form of hate. This is a pure form of hate, y'all. This is crazy. He gave up his damn license. He gave up his damn. Hold on, man. They not. If you have a baby and you got a MAGA hat on, they said they not delivering the baby. You really got people out there like this, man. Let's get into see what else I got. Oh yeah. Let's pull this up. This is from a critic of Jasmine Crockett's, Kimberly Clack. We're gonna pull her up. Because a lot of people are crying right now, okay? And the reason why she lost because Cardi B. Some say it's because of Cardi B. All that ghetto talk, that shit don't work. She cosplaying. She wasn't even raised like that. Hold on.
The better candidate on paper over James Tallarico is, in fact, Jasmine Crockett. But here we are.
That's one critic. Hold on. And actually, she was the better candidate than Yeah, one guy. Hold on, let's pull this back up. Hold on. They said this is another, and I reposted this, but she going viral. She going viral.
This is not America! Okay, I'm so upset.
She going viral, y'all.
I cannot believe this is happening to our country. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, Governor Abbott. All y'all. Shame. Shame. Shame on you guys. This is
Yeah, a lot of people. I reposted this. A lot of people was calling her monkeys and stuff. I said, "Damn, what is it?" You still got some, ill people out there. I was like, "Damn, where'd the monkey stuff come out?" Like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. People got racist shit. I would never say something like that. Especially not in a disrespectful manner. Let's say that. That's not a good look on, you know what I'm saying? That's where we get that stereotype at. Racist Trump supporter type shit. And that shit's true too. I'm gonna be honest with you. That racist Trump supporter shit, that shit true for some people. All right. Just like they got their racists on the left, we got our racists on the right. So
ridiculous. You're gonna do whatever you can to suppress our votes. You already gerrymandered everything. You just gotta make it worse. You just gotta make it harder, huh? That's okay. I still fucking voted, you bastards.
yeah, she's butthurt. She's butthurt. She getting called all kind of names. You already knew that was gonna happen. Here's this dude. Like I said, here's this dude. We found his ass. This is him waving his Iranian flag. He supposed to be a fucking American. Yeah, all right. Okay. Tell that to somebody else. Maybe they'll believe you. Okay. Nick Fuentes crashing out, y'all. Nick Fuentes crashing out. Jasmine Crockett crashing out. Let's look at what Nick Fuentes has to say. Because like I said, he said he's voting Democrat. He's voting Democrat this year.
I wore this stupid fucking ridiculous hat when I was in college, like an idiot. When I was 18, I had people threatening to kick my ass. I wore this in the cafeteria. I became a pariah. And look at what it has profited all of us. They said, no more endless wars. They said tariffs, mate, we're going to win so big. They said, we're going to build a wall. Mexico will pay for it. It just got 10 feet taller. It was a lie. And hindsight is 2020. All we can do is stop being suckers today. That's all we can do. We wanted to believe nobly. We had hope. We believed. We were wrong. I've been anti-Trump, critical of Trump for many, many years. All we can do is stop being suckered one single more day. I'm done. And I'm not saying, hey, I'm a Democrat and I'm in favor of feminism. I'm not left wing, but I'll play both sides. I'll give you an example. Sean McGuire. Maybe you've never heard that name. You should. You should know it. Sean McGuire is a partner at Sequoia. Sequoia is one of the most powerful and most influential and largest venture capital firms in Silicon Valley. So venture capital makes these risky investments, hoping to find the next tech unicorn, hoping to find the next Google, and they raise money for these risky bets, investing in tech startups and increasingly defense technology. Sean McGuire is a Jew. His wife is Israeli. Children are Israeli. He is a lifelong Democrat. voted for Hillary Clinton in 2016. After October 7th, 2023, when Israel came under attack, that guy became a Republican. He became a Trump supporter. Go figure. Lifelong liberal Democrat from San Francisco.
You know what? Maybe it's somebody. Maybe people would believe him if he was a straight male. If he had a girlfriend or a wife, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody would believe him, but he just too. I can't take him serious, man. He worried about too much shit instead of his own political career. I think he ruined his political career, y'all. Like he's everywhere, but he's missing some components, man. He's missing major alpha male components, man. So he go vote Democrat, y'all. So he's a motherfucker that will put you back in the damn loop again. He's one of those guys. Joe Rogan says to Steve-O that trans people murked more people than ICE agents this year. He was on the damn show. Steve-O, he's a big cornhead too. He's a pervert too. Steve-O. Hold on, man. I gotta pull this motherfucker back up. This motherfucker don't look weird to you? Is this not a mask to you? This motherfucker look crazy. This motherfucker look crazy too. What the fuck?
Do you know who's killed more people than ICE this year? Trans shooters. Do you know the majority of these high school shootings have been transgender people?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Talk to this transgender person, like, hey, can I run something by you?
What the fuck wrong with his damn voice, man? Nigga sound bad, like, bro. What the fuck? Motherfucker sound like a damn computer chip. What the heck?
And I spoke with them. They described to me a level of oppression that genuinely fucking broke my heart. They said, hey, let me tell you, like, I am not allowed to use the bathroom at my own place of work. We've got like politics.
That's not true. They're just not allowed to use the bathroom. It doesn't align with their biological sex.
Okay.
But you got to realize they're not all, listen, I genuinely think there's people that feel like they are in the wrong biological sex.
Sure.
Right. But there's also people that are fucking perverts and they have a thing called autogynephilia. And what that is they get a turn on by pretending to be a woman. They get excited by it and they want to be around women and they're creeps. And so you give them a fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket to go into the women's locker room and the women's bathroom and stare at women and pretend you're a woman when you're just a crazy man and you're actually into women.
Okay.
That's real too, man.
I don't doubt that that's real. And I know that it's a super complex, nuanced thing.
But here's what's not complex. What is your chromosomes?
Right.
Okay. This is the same thing for competing. Right. All these fucking mental gymnastics that.
Hey, man. I can't listen to fucking Steve-O. Man, why don't you get you some motherfucking real guest on this bitch? And ask him real questions, because sometimes he be throwing softballs at them people that been on that damn island. All right? He been throwing softballs, family. Yes, he has. Yes, he has. I don't know why. Sometimes I think I do. Sometimes I think I don't. So, and let's pull this weirdo back up, because, like I said, it seems like a lot of these people that have been crashing out, they married to immigrants and shit. Like, hold on. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up right here. He's married to an immigrant, man. Let's pull this up right here. And I keep on thinking this is skin match. And we go get into Joe Biden skin match. It's his family right here. He married to a damn immigrant. And he been knocking her down on them damn Iranian bed sheets. But that's just what the fuck? Yeah, they on some CIA type shit. To be honest with you. It looked like some CIA type shit. Let's pull up this video right quick. I thought I had it queued up. Confirmation again. Confirmation. Confirmation. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this up. Skin mask confirmation. You know what? I think I might have a better picture of it. You need to see the close up. You need to see the close up. Yeah, I need to see the damn close up.
No invite.
Let's pull this up, fam. Let's pull this up. Joe Biden skin mask.
And he was a very conservative guy.
So when you go to scratch his neck, look at his whole skin just shift to the right.
So he goes to scratch his neck.
Oh my gosh, that's a mask.
Look. Confirm, please. And it had to take Jeffrey Epstein, a pedophile, to tell you libtards this was fucking real. This ain't the first time we done seen this shit. Now look, babe, look at this shit. Look. Look. So this is Joe Biden. Skin mask.
So he goes to scratch his neck.
Look.
And there it is.
How in the hell that your skin stretch like that? How in the fuck your skin stretch? Look. You see that? That ain't no mask right there. Straight mask confirmed. Jasmine Crockett, voters crashing out. Kristi Noem replaced. There's a whole bunch of more other things going on, but I gotta go. All right. So I'm about to shut this thing down. I'm out. Leo. I'm out.